One more quick question. At a time of death appraisal, do you know what the time frame is after the death that the family needs to get the appraisal done?
Typically, it depends on, they should actually get it done within 6 months, because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. We have to use the appraisals, the time of death appraisals are dated as of the time of death. So most people don't realize they need this until maybe a few years down the line they decide they're going to sell the property, or the state decides they're going to want to sell the property, they're not going to keep it. Then at that point, if it's 3 years or 6 years down the line, then it becomes a little more difficult to determine the value, and it'll be a little more costly in that. It could still be done, but it'll cost a little more.
Because you're having to go back and look at what values were maybe 3 years ago to figure out what the value was at time of death.
That is correct. And it's for tax purposes. Uncle Sam wants to know from the time of death to when you decide to sell the property, the difference between those two values are considered capital gains. So you would be taxed on the higher capital gains. So the more accurate the value you have to give to the IRS, the less capital gains you would hopefully be having to pay.
Things you need to know. So I'll plug myself in here, guys. I'm actually a probate certified realtor. So if you know anybody that has had a family member pass away and their property is owned in a trust, I can help them. But if they're not and it goes to probate, I can help as well. And it seems like Joseph would be a wonderful appraiser to call for that time of death appraisal.